Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my fiancé over my mother? So this situation is just fucked all around. So me, 26M, and my now ex-fiancé, 27F, had been dating for a little over 4 years when I asked her to marry and she said yes. Now here's the problem. As we were planning about the new house we were going to buy, I talked to her about a room for my mother, 60F, as she'd live with us after we got married. I had discussed with her a lot of times when we're dating that my mom would live with us because, simply put, I'm an only child, and my mom raised me as a single mother after she divorced my father. Abuse. She never had a new boyfriend, nor did she ever remarry. Her entire life was dedicated to raising me alone, and also me and my mom are each other's only living relative. We have no family besides each other. Update. So I talked with my mother about the wedding being canceled and why it was happening, and well, got a very tight slap across my face. My mother was disappointed with the idea of my ultimatum, and she felt that I was reducing her down to burden when she wasn't one just yet. It was already stated she'd come live with me, and I got married. This was not the way my mother expected me to handle the situation better. In her words, I'd just be throwing her hard-earned money in a pit because of my own selfishness, and that she did not raise me to be this inconsiderate of my SO. She explained things to me and showed me my fiancé's perspective in a much clearer light. She said she did want and expect to live with us, but not for forever, and not that soon after I got married. She also said that she would rather go into a specialized care home, where the professionals could handle her should her illness get worse and changes who she is. I contacted my fiancé and we talked, and it was all pretty emotional, but it was all for the better. I apologized for my ultimatum and not seeing her perspective better, and she apologized for what she said and that she was wrong for saying that we could put her in a home. She knew how much my mother meant to me, so she admitted that her insinuating we could just drop her in a home was wrong. I was stupid and naive and could not see beyond my own ideas for our future, which is the worst thing I could have done, especially considering my life is going more than just my own from now. We decided that it's best to buy a house and move my mother in with us, at least for the time being, so we can still spend some time with her while she's somewhat healthy. And when the time comes when taking care of her is beyond us, we will put her in a specialized care unit for people with dementia, close to our home so we can still visit her, as my mother wants. Though we are still looking into the exact details of this plan, we are both coming out of this better partners for each other. Thought this may take a bit of time. We've also decided to hold off on the wedding and first try to be better partners first, but we are still engaged. Also, we'll be going on a trip around the world soon, so we could live our life as a couple a bit before my mother moves in. I know there'll be challenges, and I know I'm not prepared to handle everything, but more than anything, if I won't be able to take care of my mother in her final moments, then I at least want to spend some time with her while she's still herself. My mother's diagnosis will be next week. I'm hoping that she's just being forgetful due to her age. But if it's that damned illness, then the possible amount of time with my mother is considerably shortened. Thank you all for your comments. I hope such a situation never comes to any of you. My fiancée said that she did not want my mother living with us, and when I asked about why she didn't say anything when we're dating, she said that she thought I'd get over it and we could put her in a home, and this I absolutely refused. I was furious because my mom had always treated her as her own daughter and had never been one of those crazy mills that are rude and evil. I gave out an ultimatum that if my mother couldn't live with us, we wouldn't get married, and yeah, we broke up. Now, her side of the family and her friends are calling me an asshole, but I don't think I did anything wrong since I made it clear when we were dating that my mother would live with us. So AITA,